Hi everybody, my name is Eli.
I'm Jason.
I'm Caden. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Nicole.
And we are the Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel.
And that's the dogs.
That's Leo.
That's Leo Pets. Thank you guys very, very much. Yes, we are the Yahoo and the Torah channel, and our goals and missions are the missions and goals of Yah, which is to, I guess, teach everybody about the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. And I hope you guys had a wonderful Shabbat. How did you guys do?
Good.
Everything good?
Yeah, it was a decent Shabbat.
You guys had a little exciting morning this morning?
Yeah, the dogs had a little eruption.
A little eruption, almost a fight. We had a big dog, Jerry. It seems to attack Josh. And then we had Panthro and Mr. Bubs. They got into it. And this was actually one of the calmer, more peaceful fights that we've ever had. And I think the messengers either saved our skin again. I was about to say the messengers saved our bacon, but that's evil. The messengers probably saved our skin, and we lived to tell the tale. And so here we are. It was only about 30 minutes ago, maybe less. So we are still kind of a little shaken up. Dogs did all right. So just another day in the Boss Clan. And so yesterday, we had some very interesting discussions on Brother Shaul, and I had spent the day. Actually, I spent the last two Shabbats reading in Jubilees, and it's a beautiful book, wonderful book. And the cool thing about Jubilees, you guys know how many chapters is in Jubilees?
91. Oh no, that's
No.
chapter.
How many chapters in Jubilees?
72?
50. There's 50 chapters in Jubilees, which is crazy,
okay.
right? Their book is about Jubilees, is about 50s, and the actual book has 50 chapters in it, which is super cool. So, and as I was reading through that, and as you read through the Torah, there's never a change in the way that our Creator is, right? And people say that our Creator never changes, and He says He never changes, and He's the same for all time, which means He's not wishy-washy. So I was reading that, and then I got done reading Jubilees. I'm like, all right, what entertaining book shall I read? And I flipped over to the New Testament, and I went into 1 Timothy, and I started reading 1 Timothy. And I've been there before because I have bookmarks, I have things highlighted from the beginning to the end, and it's nothing like the other scriptures, right? When you're dealing with the works of Brother Shaul, in Acts, he says, I'm a Pharisee. First, he's like, I'm going to die. I will die for Mashiach. And then all of a sudden, they're like, hey, you're going to die. He's like, whoa, hey, I'm a Roman. And he's like, oh, hey, I'm a Pharisee. I'm not discounting it. I don't know if it happened. I don't know of any other witness accounts like we have in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, like the Messiah, right? We have many accounts of the same story, and they tell us the same stuff in various ways. And, I saw a video years ago where a police detective actually went, the guy who had been interrogating people all his life, and he went and he started talking about the Bible, and he goes, when you read Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, these are exactly like people if you're interrogating them, right? He's like, it matches up perfectly because the stories will never ever be the exact same. Everybody will have different details, but you can tell if the stories line up based upon the details of everything. He says, without a shadow of a doubt, from a detective standpoint, Messiah Yahushua walked this earth, and that was the Son of the Most High. And so when you're reading Brother Shaul's letters, it's very confusing. Where was it in Acts? What was it? Acts 21 or something? Where it says it doesn't matter about circumcision. It doesn't matter about the Torah.
15.
Acts 15. He clearly says, there's some guys that came here and they were saying you must keep the law and must keep circumcision. He's like, that's no such thing. And we're like, wow, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then he goes in to start making church rules, right? How to become a deacon. What is the rules for a good deacon? You must not be a brawler. You must not be this and that. And those are good things, right? When you look at the qualities of our Creator, it's about patience, it's about humbleness, it's about gentleness, it's about self-control, things of that nature, right? So, but where are the rules? Where's the Torah for becoming a deacon in a church, or becoming a deacon in an assembly, or whatever that is? Where did that come from? Things of that nature. And so we started investigating a little bit more about Paul, and we realized that we as a family had actually messed up because I started chasing another, I thought it was a Paul's commandment. I thought it was yet another Paul's commandment, because when Paul tells women to be silent and not to speak in the assembly, that's actually out of the Talmud. I don't know exactly where. I started researching it yesterday, but it absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, is Jewish, Babylon, whatever it is. Their oral Torah, which is evil, demonic, satanic, and it's evil, right? And so that is where it came from. And so the entire hoax of women, what do we say, shutting up? Shutting your women up and not letting them speak, that is a Jewish thing, and we are not Jews. You don't want to be a Jew. We want to be Torah keepers. We want to align ourselves in perfect detail with the Torah, nothing more, nothing less. And the Torah says, in Deuteronomy 4:2, it says, if you add or don't add or take away anything to the Torah. So when you start adding this stuff about the deacons or start adding stuff about women not speaking or all of this stuff, we are adding to and taking away. And we had the conversations. There were a lot of guys that they were like, oh, this is the word of God. It doesn't matter where it's at in the scriptures, in the 66 book scriptures, right? And we know the number 666 is evil, right? We've been told about this. And somehow we ended up with 66 books in this thing. And yes, that must be our doctrine. We can never look in any other books because we're heretics if we do. And that's the problem, is this stuff lines up. Back to the story. So I was chasing Paul, and he had another thing that said...
don't be evil to your government.
Yeah, don't be evil
to your rulers.
Yeah, don't be evil to your rulers, or don't talk against your rulers. And this was in Acts. Where was it at, guys?
23.
23. And so I'm like, wow, we don't have this commandment. And so I start chasing it. And Eli, this is actually you and me, bro. This is we did this video. And what day was the video, Eli?
A long time ago.
A long time ago. Do we know what the day is on it? But we missed some commands at the bottom of this. And so we want to go back through Exodus 22. And we need to make sure that we have this dialed in. And because of our snafu here, we are actually, I guess everybody here doesn't know this, but because we finished Enoch, right? And we finished the book of Enoch, I was either thinking of going into 2nd Esdras or launching a whole new series, which are the unknown commandments of Messiah Yahusha, where we read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and we put down exactly what he has, compare that with the Torah, and things of that nature. I think that would be a good reading for this. But I think after we're done, I think we're going to go back through the Torah, as we're doing right now, in a completely separate version. We'll get another version, not the Sefer, and we'll get 2 other versions that aren't the NIV and aren't the King, and we will go through them again, and we will test ourselves. And as we go through them again, we will find these commandments, and then we need to go look at our commandment list, make sure we have them. So we're not done. We're not done by this. This isn't going to be a final list. We are going to be dialing this in.
And it was June 10th.
It was June 10th. Yeah, and so Eli and I were having some struggles. I don't remember what it was, but it was only Eli and I that were doing this. And so we need to go back into this real quick and take a look at this, and let's dial our commands in. And if we have enough time, thank you, Kate. Thank you. Appreciate that. If we have enough time, we will go into the actual one we had today. But let's backtrack real quick. So this is going to be a little bit different for everybody. Everyone calm down. Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready? Aren't you guys glad you weren't the ones that missed the commands?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, because we missed
I think this is the day we were out chasing cows or something. Like
chasing cows or bearing cows, or
something was happening where you two left it by yourselves.
Yeah, well, we made it. So we made, back in the day when our cows all ran away, Eli and I made a oath to Yah, and we said, hey, you know what? We will do Yahuwah and the Torah. What is it? Before noon? We said before noon every single day, and then we got into this habit of actually doing it like before we ever like leave the house, kind of. We feed the chickens, but then we do this. So anyway, let's get into this, and to our little family out there, greetings, much love. Thank you very, very, very much for spending this time with us. We love you guys truly. You're definitely part of our family, and you're more kin than our normal kin. So Exodus 22. If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep or kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox and 4 sheep for a sheep. Now, this... did we even put this one in as a command?
I don't feel like we did.
I mean, this is stuff in the land, but if you wanted to emulate where we are, I think this would be a command. I think Eli and I might have botched this entire thing. So
I don't remember most. I've been reading this. I don't remember most of these commands here on the list.
Back to this: if a man steal an ox or a sheep or kill it and sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox. So
4 sheep for a sheep.
Yeah. So you need to repay. 4 sheep for a sheep, you need to repay. So Nicole, this is going to be the very first command, I think.
I'm looking here to see.
How did we botch this, Eli?
You guys probably said we'll add it in later.
We probably
and
had
got to it.
No, I don't know. I think we probably had like tears in our eyes. Or probably all. If it was only us, there was probably some struggles here within this house, and I don't know if we focused on this right. I'll blame Eli. Is that good?
I looked at our calendar, and it was the day that the cows had disappeared the day before, and they were out all night.
Oh, so we had no idea.
So it was the next morning when they went.
Yeah,
and
so
got them.
we were absolutely devastated. So this is why I guess we need to be clear-headed and clear-hearted when we read this stuff, because we did botch this.
And it was that day that we lost Yochanan.
John died? Yochanan died? Yeah, so we've had so many terrible cow stories. It's just a horrible thing. All right, so we have this as a command. Nicole?
I'm trying to find this.
22?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay. So listen, I think that's a command. Number 2, if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall be no blood shed for him. Jade, will you please beat the dog up? Your mom is fighting the dogs over there. Thank you. Sorry, guys. So if a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall be no blood be shed for him.
You say breaking up?
It says breaking up.
Mine said breaking in.
Yeah, this is breaking.
He's trying to rob your house.
Yeah, breaking up.
So basically, if this dude breaks into your house and he ends up dead because he was trying to rob you, there's no problem with it.
At night.
Or as the sufferer says, if he's breaking up, so maybe your boyfriend is like a thief. He's like, hey, it's not working out for me. We're gonna have to break up.
No.
Okay, so basically, if you found somebody breaking in, you can kill him, right?
At night.
At night. Okay, do we have this as a command? What do we do with this as a command?
I mean, if someone breaks your house, probably definitely put them. I don't know if this is a command though. I don't know if this is a command. This is like just like. I mean, if someone's breaking into your house, you gotta defend your house. Just like saying, if you defend yourself and someone's trying to rob you at night, there's no repercussions for it.
Right, but if they're okay, so is this a command or is this not? Because here's the thing: regardless, we're not back in the land, right? So if we kill somebody in our house, you have to follow the laws of the land.
I think the laws of the land would be okay with defending your family.
Oh, absolutely,
house, right?
yeah.
They're not gonna be like, oh, you just killed the dude and you broke into your house, threatened your life.
Can you imagine somebody attempting to get over our fence?
I mean, they wouldn't
poor
make
people.
it over the fence.
They wouldn't make it over the fence. The dogs would be.
They'd have to be like almost like
psycho. They'd have to be crazy to do this, and it would be a horrible way to go. I don't even know how to stop something like that. All right, so is this a command or not?
I don't think it is a command because it just says like, if someone is breaking in, you just don't punish them. You just don't get punished for the people that end up killing the dude.
You accidentally kill him, or you not accidentally kill him.
I don't think it's accidental if the dude's breaking in your house.
You did. You did. All right. So if the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he should make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his theft. All right. This is how people end up in slavery, it seems. Okay. There's no command, right? So I mean, because we wouldn't do that, we couldn't do anything on that because nobody's going to be our slave here. If they're breaking in, they'll end up in jail or something or dead. Okay, if the theft be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be an ox or donkey or sheep, he shall restore it double. Okay, so again, this is not stuff that we can do on our lands, but I mean that's the command in the land. So if you find the thief,
pay double. I mean, if you're in Torah, you should definitely pay double if you're doing this. So maybe that should be a command for us.
Yeah, if you're in Torah, you shouldn't be doing this. Why would you steal your neighbor's stuff?
But if it does come down to that, definitely pay double.
Yeah, well, that's how to make it right.
It shouldn't even start. It shouldn't even begin with you stealing.
Yeah, and that's the beginning of it, right? Because then you'd have to go make your sacrifice, your sin offering, your wave offering, your all your different peace offerings and things of that nature. All right, if a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, or the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. Okay, again, this is for the land because you're going to fall under the laws of your own current land, and I don't know.
Well, here you're supposed to go pay the farmer if your cow breaks out and they go eat their field. You're supposed to go pay the farmer for
absolutely. That has not happened to us though. They've destroyed everything we had, and there's nothing. And they just kind of laugh. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is everything okay? Anything left? No, there's nothing left. Okay. Have a good day.
Show your shoulder, shake hands, and part your ways.
Yeah, I don't know. We've paid back when our cows went over there. We paid cash and grain and things of that nature. All right. So if a fire break out catching thorns, so the stacks of grain or the standing grain or the field be consumed therewith, he that kindled the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to guard, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. Okay? Still not stuff we can do. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto the judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods. For all manner of transgression, whether it be for an ox, for donkey, for sheep, for raiment, or for any manner of lost thing, which another challenges to be his, the cause of both parties shall come before the judges, and whom the judges shall condemn, he shall pay double unto his neighbor.
So I have to say, I kind of feel like this is like criminal laws like today, like when you get arrested by cops or something and you have to go in front of a judge. That's like what this is. Like, you have to pay restitution if you were the one that started the fire. They hold those people accountable.
Right, and if there wasn't ways to deal with these people, they would probably be tarred and feathered or killed or something. You know, you'd find the guy that has your donkey and you beat him up. Well, I mean, you shouldn't, but I mean, That's probably what would happen. All right. 10. If a man deliver unto his neighbor in a donkey, or an ox, or a sheep, or any beast to guard, and it die and be hurt, or driven away, no man seeing it, then shall an oath of YHWH be between them both, that he has not put his hand unto his neighbor's goods, and the owner of it shall accept thereof, and he shall not make it good. Okay, that's a little different one, right? I remember going over these. I kind of remember these a little bit, Eli. 12. And if it be stolen from him, he shall make restitution unto the owner thereof. If it be torn in pieces, then let him bring it for witness, and he shall not make good that which was torn. And if a man borrow aught of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die, the owner thereof not being with it, he shall surely make it good. But if the owner thereof be with it, he shall not make it good. If it be a hired thing, it came for his hire. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his woman. I remember us talking about this, Eli. This is actually ringing some bells here. Okay. Do we have any commands, gentlemen? Are you paying attention?
I would say, yeah, there's maybe some commands here. I mean, I don't know because about repaying stuff to people like this. I mean, if you're in Torah, I would say if someone steals like a Torah keeping brother to some other Torah keeping brother, then you should definitely repay.
Right. Yeah, you should absolutely repay. But I mean, these people are doing this stuff. They're probably not Torah keeping people, right? And so these would not be for us. But yeah, these would be like Nicole said, criminal laws or how to deal with criminals.
So do we put these on our list or not?
Well, there's nothing we can do.
We have the one where it's like if a man entices a maiden that's not engaged.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that.
We can't do anything about it.
If you were in a land and we were Torah keeping, and then we would boot them out, we'd burn them. We'd burn them up. Burn them at the stake.
Here's just if they they basically entice each other. Basically, it's both sides consenting. It seems, and they become husband and wife.
Yes, and that is, I guess, the right way to do it if the woman has been humbled. Okay, or as they say in the Bible, the woman was humbled. 17. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
The bride price of maidens.
Yep. You shall not suffer a witch to live. Here. Okay. So we had that though, right? So we added this, but I mean, still, we can't kill the witches. There's too many of them nowadays. I mean, they're utterly all around us.
They end up in jail.
This one says you shall not allow a woman to live who practices sorcery.
I'd say witch.
Mine just says, do not allow a practicer of witchcraft to live.
Yeah, that's...
NIV says sorceress.
Sorceress. So, I mean, it feels weird that we have this under our actual commands because we can't kill the witches.
Right.
But, if we have that command under there, shouldn't we have the other commands that how to repay these people or something?
I feel like we should, yeah. If we have that one, that's maybe for land, maybe do those ones as well.
So, maybe we add one for criminal laws? Something up top, and this will be all fall under criminal laws.
Theft,
as well as other things. Because I mean, it went from criminal laws to just human error. A man and a woman enticing each other. So up to about 15. About 15 was criminal laws. And I think we should add this stuff in there, but I mean, we need to probably put some kind of disclaimer that it's for the land. But I mean,
start next to it.
I don't want to confuse people because I mean,
start going out and kill people.
Well, not to kill people, but I mean, it's like one of the commands is don't let a witch live. But we are not in the world right now where that is capable. In the kingdom to come, that's absolutely what we'll do. We'll totally rid the world of these people. But we can't just go out there and do that right now. We'd end up in jail. We end up dead.
Yeah.
Okay. 17. Okay. So 18. You shall not suffer a witch to live. Okay. I think I'm more confused on this chapter. No wonder we got owned on this thing, Eli. Anyone? I need some advice here, folks. Everyone.
I feel like since we put the price of witchcraft on there to kill the witchcraft person, I say we should follow the other laws as well.
I mean, because we could do these in the land, but not here. So these are something that we could do. And I mean, you could still do them by taking it to...
So if I get busted stealing a guy's donkey, then I pay him back 4?
Well, you would be taken in front of a judge, basically. You would be taken to the law here.
Right.
And have to deal with what they say your restitution is.
So do we put it in there because it's what we need to be following when we make it to the land?
Yeah, I think so.
Number one, folks, don't steal. But if you find somebody stealing, then I guess that's the right way to do it. If they're in your house at night, you can put them under the knife legally. By Yah's laws. And so it is what it is. All right. So let's just add these. Can you dial these in a little bit later?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Whosoever lies with a beast shall surely be put to death. We have that one, right?
That one.
Okay.
No, we have. It says.
We have it.
Do not lie with the beast. It doesn't say you shall put them to death.
No, so we'll just make this.
So add that under there. Yeah, but I think the
almost separate.
Judgment was death. I mean, he's never said it's okay to lie with the beast. Kill them all. Okay. He that sacrifices unto any Elohim, save unto Yahuwah only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
Okay, that sounds so weird. Save unto Yahuwah. It says except to Yahuwah.
Right. So, but so that would be, all of these would be commandments that in the land we would keep. So we're going to be adding a ton of these commandments in here. Right? Everyone? Either sacrifices unto, and so you shouldn't, that should be the command. Don't sacrifice under any other Elohim. Don't we have something like that?
Shouldn't that go under, like, there are no Elohim before him or something?
Don't serve other Elohim, something like that.
I
think we already have a no sacrifice to other Elohim.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's a lot, so we're going to actually have to spend some time on this chapter. All right, 21. You shall neither vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Mitzrayim.
So we have that.
Don't oppress a stranger.
Okay.
We have do not oppress the fatherless or the widow.
And we have Exodus 22:21 for that?
See that one? Yeah.
Okay. 22. You shall not afflict any widow or fatherless child. If you afflict them, do we have that one?
We have that one.
Okay. If you afflict them in any wise, and they cry at all unto me, I will surely hear their cry. And my wrath shall wax hot, and I will kill you with the sword. And your women shall be widows, and your children fatherless. That's cool. That's awesome.
You said it last time, too.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Sweet. At least I'm consistent. All right. If you lend money to any of my people that is poured by you, and you shall not be to him as an usurer, neither shall you lay upon him usury. So you don't.
Interest.
You don't charge it. Do we have that one? 22,
We have
25?
that one, but we don't have it from this chapter.
All right. So we need to add all these in there. We totally botched this one, Eli. All right. If you at all take your neighbor's raiment to pledge, you shall deliver it unto him by that the sun goes down. So we need that as well, right?
Yep.
Do we have that already?
Nope.
Wow, we botched this. Okay, for that is his covering only. It is his raiment for his skin. Wherein shall he sleep? And it shall come to pass when he cries unto me that I will hear, for I am gracious. Okay, 28. This is the Paul's thing, right? This is the one that I could not figure out where it was, and this is why it didn't make any sense when Brother Shaul was saying it. You shall not revile the Elohim, and this is weird, right? It said, thou shalt not revile the gods.
Mine says, do not revile Elohim with a capital E.
And this one says lowercase Elohim, and the king says, thou shalt not revile the gods.
Okay, so the footnote on the NIV is where it says, do not blaspheme God, it says, or do not revile the judges.
So that was the question we had, because when I first saw that with Paul, I'm like, okay, well, we have Crow Biden. We have this guy that's a human corpse that's walking around. Is this for us? Are we supposed to go, okay, yeah, this guy's good. This guy's like killing babies. He's killing people. He's killing soldiers. He's killing everybody. He's killing them all. I mean, should we not talk bad about this guy? Is that what it was saying?
I think it's mostly for the laws of, because it's Elohim, then the cursed ruler of your people. And our people would be the Israelites. It wouldn't be the Babylonians.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, so there's the rule right there. So that is it. So Paul, we actually learned something from Brother Shaul. You shall not revile the Elohim. I don't even know. That's just so weird where it's lowercase Elohim.
I don't know. There's something wrong with pigeon translation. You're not going to want to revile Elohim, the Elohim, not the Elohim.
Mine says, you shall not revile God, the judges as his agents.
This is taking me down to the Book of Enoch or something. I mean, there's just 10 different translations written. So I think common sense would have us say that we should absolutely not revile our Elohim with a large E, right?
Yeah,
Elohim Most High, right? Nor curse the ruler of your people, because if it was a proper ruler like Moshe or Yahusha or like Joshua, not the big Yahusha, but the human Yahusha, that's what, then all those people that grumble against Moshe, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why he says, do not curse the ruler of your people. And which is crazy, because Brother Shaul, he's such a beta male. And I don't mean a beta male in a total bad thing, but he was sitting there being beat up by the Pharisees and Sadducees. And he's like, and somebody's like, oh, you yelled at the high priest. This guy was a Pharisee, right? This guy was a Satanist. If you are a Pharisee, you are a Satanist. You have taken in 25 books outside of the Torah. That makes you a Satanist, right? Because you are adding to and taking away from the Torah. So Paul should have said, who are you? Why? Oh, I'm sorry that you're a leader. But he did quote scripture here. All right. So good for him. 29. You shall not delay to offer the first of your ripe fruits and of your liquors. The firstborn of your sons shall you give unto me. I don't think we have that either.
Your produce and your juice.
Okay, so we need that as well. Don't hold back offerings, right? And Eli, what do you got going on there? Just your fat finger in that, buddy. The meaning of the Hebrew for this phrase is uncertain. Oh, that's helpful.
For your vats.
For your vats. Granaries or your vats, or it should be like storage of some kind. Okay, so that's a new one, right, Nicole? Mm-hmm. Okay, 30. Likewise, shall you do with your oxen and with your sheep 7 days it shall be with this dam. On the 8th day you shall give it to me. What did you guys say, dam?
It shall be 8 days with its mother, 7 days.
It says dam. It must be damsel or something.
Like a dame.
Dame? Dude, I think if you call a woman a dame, I think they're offended. Hey, what's up with that dame? You know,
that's what he's trying to say.
Is that what he's saying? Is
I don't know. It says in the King too, right? And
it says dam. Yeah,
with his damsel.
Mine says it just stays with mother for 7 days.
Mother, huh? Okay, I've never heard of a mother called damsel or anything, but okay. 30. Likewise shall you do with your oxen, with your sheep. 7 days shall you give it. I like it. Yep, I like it so nice. It's so nice. I read it twice.
31.
Okay. 31. And ye shall be holy men unto me. Neither shall ye eat any flesh that is torn of beasts in the field. Ye shall cast it to the dogs.
We have that one.
Do we have that one? We actually got. So we missed like 8.
So we did like 2.
We got a 20%.
We did like 2 out of this whole chapter.
We got a 20%, Eli. How does that make you feel? We're not done yet, Kate. Let's go to the next one. All right, so let's go to where we were. All right, guys. Thank you very, very much for that. We had to get caught up there, and I don't feel like we're doing justice to these laws if we miss things like this. But the best excuse is that we were having a terrible, terrible day.
28.
Very bad day. Very bad times. But Yah is always with us, and he always provides like he always does. All right, let's begin. Number 28. And Yahuwah has spoken to Moshe, saying, Command the children of Yisrael, and say unto them, My offering and my bread for my sacrifices made by fire, for a sweet savor unto me shall you guard to offer unto me in their appointed time. And you shall say unto them, This is the offering made by fire, which ye shall offer unto Yahuwah, 2 lambs of the first year without spot, day by day, for a continual ascending smoke offering. The 1 lamb shall you offer in the morning, the other lamb shall you offer at evening. Okay, so what is this? What is that saying, real quick, guys?
Bring an offering. What kind of offering is it? Just mostly for like appeasing offering, maybe?
Say that my offering, my bread for my sacrifice made by fire.
It doesn't quite say what kind of sacrifice. It's more. I think it's just like a.
I think it's a continual burning, and I think we'll say it here. Let's read on. I think we'll figure this out. For the 1 lamb shall you offer in the morning, and the other lamb shall you offer at evening, and a 10th part of an ephah of flour for an oblation, mingled with a 4th part of hin of beaten oil. Yeah, it's like the Grand said. This is Yah's kitchen, right? This is going to be his smells that he likes. It is a continual ascending smoke offering, which was ordained in Mount Sinai for a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahuwah. So again, it always comes down to the sweet savor. That is what appeases Yah. And if that's what appeases him, strike it up. Let's make it happen. And the drink offering thereof shall be the 4th part of a hin for 1 lamb. In the holy place shall you cause the strong wine to be poured unto Yahuwah for a drink offering. Does your guys say strong wine? It says
fermented drink.
Fermented drink with each lamb. So 1 strong wine. I mean, why would pigeon? Oh, it does say strong wine and king. Okay.
The king and stuff are very similar.
King and pigeon are very, very close. And the other lamb shall you offer at evening as the oblation of the morning, and as the drink offering thereof you shall offer it, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. Okay. And on the Shabbat, 2 lambs of the first year without spot, and 2/10 deals of flour for an oblation, mingled with oil, and the drink offering thereof. So this is interesting here because, we are under a different set of rules than the priests were, because this would be considered work, right? You're killing something, which we're not supposed to trap or kill or do anything on Shabbat like that with an animal. But this is a Shabbat, right? 2 lambs of the first year. So you have a 1-year-old lamb, and they're killed, right, on the Shabbat, and this is forever. Verse 10. This is the ascending smoke offering of every Shabbat, beside the continual ascending smoke offering and his drink offering. And in the beginnings of your months ye shall offer an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot, and 3/10 deals of flour for an oblation mingled with oil for 1 bullock, and 2/10 deals of flour for an oblation mingled with oil for 1 ram, and a several 10th deal of flour mingled with oil Should I say several tenth
and 1/10 part of fine flour.
And a several tenth deal of flour mingled with oil for an oblation unto one lamb, for an ascending smoke offering of a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahuwah. And their drink offerings shall be half a hin of wine unto a bullock, and the third part of a hin unto a ram, and the fourth part of a hin unto a lamb. This is the ascending smoke offering of every month throughout the months of the year. And one kid of the goats for a sin offering unto Yahuwah shall be offered, beside the continual ascending smoke offering and his drink offering. I think this offering would be called the continual ascending smoke offering. This just goes all the time, right? This is different than all these other ones.
So it's called the monthly offering.
Monthly offerings. All right. And in the 14th day of the first month is a Pekach of Yahuwah. All right, so we have that, and this is reiterating this. So this will go under the commands of Pesach, right?
Yep.
All right. And the 15th day of this month is the feast. 7 days shall matzah be eaten. What's matzah?
Unleavened bread.
Unleavened bread. In the sense of greedily devouring for sweetness, property, sweetness, concretely sweet.
What?
I.e. not soured or bittered with yeast, specifically an unfermented cake or loaf, the feast of Pekach, because no leaven was used, unleavened bread, baked cake without leaven. All right. Side note, 18. In the first day shall be a holy assembly. Ye shall do no manner of servile work therein. But ye shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for an ascending smoke offering unto Yahuwah. 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish. And their oblation shall be of flour mingled with oil. 3/10 deals shall ye offer for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram. You guys say both that? 3/10 and 2/10?
Yep.
Excuse me. A several tenth deal shall you offer for every lamb throughout the 7 lambs. A several tenth deal. So you guys say 1/10?
Yep.
Okay. And a goat for a sin offering to make an atonement for you. Ye shall offer these beside the ascending smoke offering in the morning, which is for a continual ascending smoke offering. And this manner ye shall offer daily throughout the 7 days, the meat of the sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. It shall be offered beside the continual ascending smoke offering and his drink offering. And on the 7th day ye shall have a holy assembly, ye shall do no servile work. And in the day of Bikur, what you guys say?
First fruits.
First fruits. When ye bring a renewed free offering unto Yahuwah in your Shavuot, ye shall have a holy assembly, ye shall do no servile work. But ye shall offer the ascending smoke offering for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. 2 young bullocks, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year. And their oblation of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals unto 1 bullock, 2/10 deals unto 1 ram, a several tenth deal unto 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats to make an atonement for you. Ye shall offer them beside the continual ascending smoke offering and his oblation. They shall be unto you without blemish, and their drink offerings. All right, that is it. And so people out there, my friends, my family, and like I said before, you guys are definitely my family, and I value you guys, and we all value you guys. We value your comments, and it was amazing comments we had yesterday under Brother Shaw's stuff, and it was really, it's amazing to see that people are waking up, and that they're coming out of their slumber, and that people see this, right? If it goes against the Torah in anything that we do, like if we go through a day or anything that we do within the day that goes against the Torah is evil in the sight of Yah. We would not want to do anything like that. And so when we are reading and we're trying to dial this stuff in, especially the writings of Brother Shaw, if he's saying stuff like, the law doesn't matter, circumcision doesn't matter, it absolutely does. Circumcision is a mark. It is a sign. It is a covenant between Yah and us. And so I don't know what they're even trying to say or what they were battling, but we got to get this right, and we got to be right before Yah in everything that we do, because we need to be a holy people. We need to be clean people. We need to not be living in this sin. We need to come out of this evil that we are in so that we can partake in the kingdom to come. And there's not going to be a kingdom to come, right? The rapture that's supposedly on its way and the Christians are all waiting, it's not going to come, right? For disobedient children of Yah. The only hope that we have is to dial our life into this and never, ever take our eyes off of Yah, which is why the Shema says you need to write the laws of Yah on our hearts, minds, and souls, on the doorposts of our house. We need to recite them when we get up. We need to talk about them when we go to bed. They need to be exciting. It needs to be what our life is based upon. And if you're going through a day where, you go to work and you don't even think about Yah until you make it home at 5, that's not it. right? Our day. It doesn't matter where you work or what you have to do. It matters that we are putting Yahuwah first in everything, which means that we are glorifying him. Are you taking 10 minutes out of your day to pray? Are you thinking about this? Are you glorifying him? Every drink of water that you have, are you saying thank you, Yah, for building this beautiful water and for giving me the abilities that I can stay alive and stay hydrated simply by pouring it down my little pie hole here, right? That is amazing, and Yah is an amazing creator. All right, gentlemen, what do we got to wrap up? Anything?
Read your Bibles. We hope to see you guys live on Thursday, which is coming up this week for Youth for Yah in English. We have the Spanish version coming out Tuesday, premiering, so that's kind of the schedule we have, and then the regular schedule of Yahuwah and the Torah coming out every single day, as we have been doing.
Yes, and little Eli has been very busy. He got our entire channel uploaded over to Odyssey, so we're going to be providing links. We're expanding out on this. We're not expanding. I guess we're kind of expanding. We're going to other platforms because we know that YouTube is always it's always here and it'll always go, right? It's really easy to get kicked off YouTube by saying things that go against medical misinformation stuff. So we are going to try to expand this all over the place, and little Eli is very busy doing this stuff. So if we get kicked off YouTube, find us there, and we also have a backup channel. Here we'll post below that we always post if you guys would like to join that. At some point, we hope that if we ever get kicked off, we'll pick up there and go to that. But that's it. Salvation begins where, Eli?
At the cross, by believing in Yahushua Mashiach.
How does that work, Eli?
By repenting for your sins with the blood of Yahushua Mashiach.
How does one repent for their sins, Eli?
By praying to Yahuwah and asking for repentance of sins. You say that you have done wrong, you acknowledge you have done wrong, you ask for repentance, and you plead in the blood of Yahushua Mashiach for repentance.
Jade, what would a quick prayer sound like? What would it be?
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I have sinned. I repent. I am coming to your Torah. I'm trying to find the narrow path. Please forgive me for breaking your Torah. I am your servant.
Yeah, I am your servant. We are here to be obedient to you. We love your ways. We love your son. We love everything about you. We thank you for being a wonderful, gracious creator. All praise and all glory to you. All honor forever. And thank you guys very, very much for listening to us. And we are going to continue on our day. Have a good day.
Shalom.
Shalom.